Hello everybody. I had absolutely no intention of doing anything like this today. I was planning on doing a really intense kind of an eye look for New Year's Eve, for the little New Year's Eve party that we're going to have. So I know it's going to be something I would not do typically, but I wanted to do it. I saw Kat, I forgot the name of her channel, but I saw her do this really intense dark smoky eye, and I want to try it. But then this morning I came across one of Nisha's videos that she did for a look for New Year's Eve, and she was doing a smoky eye look, which she said she doesn't really do anymore. She used to do it in the past. I too did that kind of thing in the past and stopped doing it. Now I know some of you have asked for me to show you what I do for under my eyes also. I left that undone. We will take it a step at a time. I have no idea how it's going to come out. That's the beauty of the whole thing. I never know. It could look horrific in the end, in which case you may never see this. But I'm going to give it a try and let's see what we come up with. All right, I can't do the under eye until I do my eye makeup, because if anything goes under there, I don't want to be fighting it to try to correct it. I'm using my Urban Decay primer for my eyelids, and I took way too much out of the container. So I'm going to do this. Now, a lot of people put powder on it. I don't. I really prefer it this way. It works for me, and it stays on all day typically. So, okay, I have to, of course, come up with the right palette now for the silvers. Duh. It would have been nice if I had planned ahead, but you know me. That's not how I roll. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a mishmash of things because I'm not sure what's going to work for this. I'm going to start out with my Ciate of London. This was what I had gotten last Christmas. This was the Chloe Morello collab. And I'm going to start out with this color called Platinum. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to start with the white first. I'm going to put the white on the top first, because what I want to do, and I'm going to lay it down with my finger. All right, I'm going to put it all the way up to my brow. Now, if you take a look, you can see how light one is compared to the other. Now, mind you, I am doing this on another dismal day here. The sun was shining earlier. It went and hid, and it's disgusting out. So I don't even know what I'm doing. So let's see what my interpretation is of this Nisha look. Of course, hers is flawless. Mine, probably not so much. Okay, let me start with the Platinum now. It's a very, very glittery kind of a silver. It's not showing up that way on here, but trust me, it is. Once again, it's called Platinum. So I'm going to put that all over my lid. And isn't that interesting? So it has this very glittery kind of a look, and yet it's not translating that way. Oh, maybe because I put the white on, that sort of changed it. Son of a gun. That was a big mistake. Wow. So now I'm going to lose that look that I wanted to create. And it's not working at all, and it's a pity because this is beautiful. So note to self, don't ever do that again. Okay. All right, I'm going to have to add some things to it to make it work better. All right, I need a medium gray. I'm going to take, this is an old Physicians Formula kit that I had gotten. This was the Smoky Eye kit. So let me see what I can do with this, if I can make anything work. I have a feeling I'm going to be fighting this all the way, but I said I'd try it, and son of a gun, I will try it. All right. Well, I'm liking the depth that I'm getting from this medium gray that I'm using here. It's the one next to the end. I don't know what the color is called. I don't see a name on it. And let me do that. It's interesting. We can all try the same kind of a look. Unless we copy it step by step, it's not going to come out the same anyway, and I wouldn't want to do that. I would much rather do my interpretation of somebody's look than try to replicate it, because let's face it, it's like anything else. You can never be as good as the original of anything. You're going to be a carbon copy, and you cannot, you'll never be as good. So I'd rather be the best original me that I can be than any kind of carbon copy of anybody else. It's not going to work that well. Anyway, I'm getting a really crappy look here. Okay, but then again, I think while Nisha was working on hers, there were times when it was not a polished look until it was finished. So I'm going to have to assume that I can create something that will come out in the end looking a little bit like me. Ha ha ha. That may or may not be the case. I'm not the tiniest bit happy with this. I really need a matte black. Okay, I really definitely need a matte black to go into those corners. Let me see what I can come up with. It's not exactly black. It's called Beauty. Once again, this is the Ciate of London. I'm not sure if it's in the greens or if it's really a black, but we'll find out soon enough. Oh, it's nice and dark though. That's better. At least it's pulling some color now. Yeah, it's giving me a little bit more of the black and that smoky kind of look. Now, this is not going to be an intense smoky. The look, if I can pull it off, that Cat did, that I'm going to try to do for New Year's Eve, is a much darker, much smokier look. So let's see how that plays out. Doing this here. I have not yet done my transition, so I need to work on that as well. So let me just clean off my brush a bit. And for transition, I'm going to go in with this called Pony. It's a real taupey kind of look. Let's see how it translates onto my face. My right eye is looking pretty terrible, actually. All right, I'm going to work on that, and I will definitely get it to do something. What? I'm not sure, but something. Okay, I'm going to go back in, and I want to take a little bit more of that darker gray from the palette, that skinny little one in the middle, and just pull a little more down in here. Again, trying to pull the dark color from the corners and then play with the silver and hope that by putting that white matte down that I didn't foul it up. We will find out soon enough. At least I will. As I say, if it turns out really terrible, the good thing about filming this is that you'll never see it and you will never know that I totally screwed it up. Okay, let's see, what am I going to do from here? I want a really strong silver. So where am I going to get that from? Let me see. Okay, let me see what I can do with the silver in here. Okay, there's some of the darker color got into the silver. I'm trying to take it off before I try to apply it. The last thing I want is for it to look muddy. Ah, that's better. This again is the physician's formula. Much better. Now I know a lot of you do not like, I took way too much because I was trying to clean the thing. I know a lot of you do not like the glitters on me, but don't forget, this is for a special occasion. It's not really, but it would be for a special occasion. So that's what I'm doing and presuming that's what it is. So here we go. I'm going to just use a clean brush and brush this in to see what I get. Now, if that doesn't look like a muddy mess, I don't know what does. I think it looks absolutely horrific. However, I will tell you, in the early days when I really didn't have as much practice, there were many times when I would start with a look and halfway through it I would say, this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen, and by the end it came out looking nice. So will it happen this time? Who knows? I have no idea. Okay, I'm going to follow through with the kind of a look that Nisha did. And I'm going to pull out my Profusion palette. This was, okay. This is just a Profusion black pencil. That's all it is. And I need to have a small mirror for this because I will never be able to see it all the way over to that big mirror. Okay. This is the kit that I'm taking it from. Where did I put that little mirror? I can use this one. And let's see what I get. Okay. Now Nisha went all the way into the corner, which I typically do not. But again, if we're going for a sultry look, I get it. A bit of a wing into that corner. This is a nice soft pencil, actually. I am not going to do anything on the bottom until I put my my under eye makeup on. This is really hard to get without getting in the way. You know something? This lid is a problem lately. It's just getting a little, I need to pull it to get the right look. Otherwise it is problematic. All right, I'm going to stop there for right now until I do my under eye. Okay, what I take first for the under eye, and I have already done that so I will just show it to you. This is from Ulta, and this was a kit of contour and concealers, and this is all cream. So I used the yellow. The only place that I used it is in this tiny little area here where I'm really bad. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I will do my, I used to have a product that was absolutely incredible. It was one of the Miraness products, and it was a concealer and a highlighter. It was a double stick. I have to find it so that I will do that again. I know that was put away when I went to the hospital with all the other stuff that was put away. All right, I think I'm just going to go in with my Born This Way. And again, I'm going to take just those 3 dots that I do, because this stuff, I get so much coverage from such a tiny little bit. I'm going to put a line down my nose. I'm going to lighten this area. I'm going to lighten this area just to give me a little more of a look. I will lighten a little bit in here, and that is it. So let's see how we do with this. Again, I start with my brush. I use one of 2 brushes for this, either a flat one or I have a pointy one, and they both work really well. I will work the product into the inner corner of my eye to lighten up that area that tends to get dark. So there we go. I want to lighten this whole area. Okay. Do you see the difference that it makes? It really makes quite a visible difference. Again, I've got the worst light today, so you're not going to get benefit of what I typically get from this. And again, I'm going to just, ultimately, I am going to, let me take the pointy brush and just do the nose with that. Okay, and I will do this one again. No, let me do the pointy one for this as well, because I just want to lighten this area in the middle. And then for this one, I'll use the flat brush, and I am trying to just bring this area of my chin forward. All right, what I'm going to do also is I want to have a nice cut look at the bottom of my cheekbones. So I will just put a couple of tiny drops there, and then I will pull this. And again, I'm going to blend it in with my fingers, but this is just to give me that line so I have it more defined. Now, I've got to get all that stuff off that I had from my eye makeup, lest I have shadow on my cheeks, which I do not need. Do you see how it gives a more defined kind of look? And then here, and of course this being the most important, and it really does such a nice job. Then I have to work on the lower part of my eyes and see what I get with this look. All right, I'm going to start by doing I think I'm going to start with the darker this time. And that typically is not what I would do. I would start with the lightest color under my eyes, but because I'm going for smoky, I'm going to go for the darker. I will go over that with a gray. Now, I don't know if I should do this because I'm old. I can certainly tight line, and I know you can't do this. All right, I'm going to tight line off camera, and I will show you the result after. I'm going to just pull this color called Ellie. I think it's Ellie. It looks like a medium gray, and it is a little bit, it has a little bit of shimmer, just a tiny little bit. And I am just, once again, going to use a very small brush. And let's see what I get. Okay. I'm going to take one of these brushes, the flat, because I don't want to get too much of this. I'm going to go, you know something, I don't think, for me, I don't think I should go with the black in my eyes, even though it is definitely great for the smoky look. With my older eyes, something tells me I should go with the silver instead. So I'm going to follow my instincts on this one. And I will bring the silver in the center. Okay. Let me just get my silver pencil, which is in here someplace. Okay, here we go. This is my NYX Slide On Glide On. I love these pencils. I really do. They're wonderful. I'm definitely going to be taking away from the smoky look by lining with silver, but it will make my eyes look bigger. And again, you know, you have to accommodate it based upon what you have going for you or not, as the case may be. So, all right, let me see. If I want to smoke this out a little bit, let me see. I'm going to smoke the line out a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with a little more of the dark just in that outer V. Okay, so that is not bad. I would like a little more dark. So what am I going to take? I may be fouling up the look a bit. I'm going to take this one. It's more of a green gray, really. It's called Mecca, it looks like. Again, I'm wanting to just smoke it out a little bit more. Again, because it's going to be special occasion. This is not something I would wear typically to go to the grocery store. Although you never know with me. I've been known to do that. Okay. Now what I want to do is just take my little fluffy brush and just blend. So I get a little more cohesive kind of look. And what I'm going to do again, don't forget, this is supposedly for a special occasion like New Year's Eve. But as I say, I'm going to be doing my live videos, so I will be sharing it with you. I've got my Stila Magnificent Metals. This one is Diamond Dust. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that. So for those of you who are going to tell me they don't like the glitter, please remember this is strictly a look for New Year's Eve. So I'm going a little bit farther than I normally would. The only thing I will tell you about this kind of glitter is when you put your makeup on and then it's going to be hours later, for me, it does not stay the way I put it on. It really does not. It stays for a good while, but then it starts to break down. So if you were wearing this and you were going out to a party, I would say take it with you in your handbag and just apply a tiny little extra bit before or during the party. Just take yourself off to the ladies' room and do a little patch up because you just might need it. All right, so what I need to do at this point is simply do I'm going to simply do my mascara, and then I am going to do my eyebrows. I will do that off camera. Okay, let me complete the look. I'll come back with the finished look and I will show you. Perhaps I'll do my lipstick on, perhaps I won't. See you in a minute. Okay, so here I am with the finished look. Now, what I did do was I just added a tiny little bit of my highlighter here. I just did my mascara. I did not put on false lashes. I probably should to complete the look because everybody who's doing this is doing it that way. I think considering, again, you know, considering the fact that I'm a whole heck of a lot older and I don't have the polish that some of those other beauty gurus have, I think it came out pretty good and I would be happy to wear this to a special occasion. So this is the look. I didn't want the lip to fight with the eyes. I would have loved to have a color that had a little more beigey in it than what I do have. I just lined it with kind of a medium taupey look, and then I went for the 805 in the L'Oreal, which is the Golden Splendor. It's not the look I would have chosen. It's really not. I would have gone with a beigier look, but it is what it is. And again, I'm not unhappy with it. I need to put my wig on to complete the look, and that is it. So perhaps I'll come back later. Maybe I'll try on the lashes, and maybe I'll give you another look at that. We'll see how the day plays out. But I hope this has been helpful on some level. I'll link to Nisha's tutorial or to her video below where she talks about the New Year's smoky look. And this is my interpretation of it. So there we go. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you later. I don't know why, but I have this tremendous urge to sing, "Oh, the weather outside is frightful. Da-da-da is so delightful." Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Except I don't want snow. So here I am again. I wanted to show you this look a little bit outside while I still have some daylight left. It's waning, but it's still there. And it is not looking too terrible, I'm thinking. It's certainly doable. And I think that I might actually wear this kind of look if I had someplace to go. So we'll see how that plays out. But again, as I said, I'm going to be doing the very, very intense look that a lot of you are going to absolutely hate. But I have to do it. I have to try the one that Kat did from, I keep forgetting, I'll link her channel below. I adore her. She's a wonderful, absolutely beautiful young woman who is a makeup artist and just a lovely, lovely human being and very, very talented. So I'm going to try to do it and see if somebody with an older face can get away with it. And we will just play because we're allowed to, because it's okay. Nobody can say you've reached a certain age and therefore you have to stop. We don't have to stop. We don't have to stop ever. And isn't that a gift? I'm going to be doing a video in the next day or so talking about, and I have to determine the number, but the top things that I have learned in 2018. And I'm going to make a list of those things and talk to you about it because I think it's important for all of us. We always learn things as we go along, and this has certainly been a year in which my lessons have come at a mighty price, some of them, but they have nevertheless taught me some good things. So in the end, it's all worthwhile. We're all still here. We're all still breathing, and we're all still capable of making today or tomorrow and the next day better than today. So isn't that a good thing? On that note, I will end it for here as somebody goes beep, beep, beep. And I will see those of you who come to visit me tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to hope to do that other one about the things that I've learned in 2018. I'm going to try to have that up for tomorrow. I really do love this jacket though, don't you? Oh my God, it's such a fabulous color. Especially in the winter when things are just so grim. To have something bright and cheerful, yay, it's all good. Take care, everybody.